man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Woo! Exciting man in boxing. Blair Cobbs. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, we're here, man. 122 pounder, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal.
Shout out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Stars will too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. No, instantly that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.
All right, man, we back and finish thing on the Friday. So yeah, I was supposed to go live yesterday. I just didn't feel like it, man. So say it's probably my live of the weekend, man, because my birthday and I'll be turning up. So this be my last live for the week, unless it had to be something major. I'll try to catch the Mick Conlon and Lee Woods fight, but I'll be booked busy, so I'll probably come with a reaction at some point. At the latest, probably like Sunday morning. So that'll be that. So we is live. We're gonna talk about Blair Cobb, pretty much, you know, masquerading Errol Spence on the mic at his open workout for Alexis Rocha. I heard the winner, Alexis Rocha and Blair Cobb, will be able to fight Verge Ortiz. So, you know, when Blair Cobb lose, you have people just throwing salt on him. Like, you have people throwing salt on him for a while. And then as soon as he says something that they like, then they're hop back on the Blair Cobb's bandwagon, just as they did with Jermall Charlo. You know, they was calling him a raccoon when he made his comments about Wilder Fury 3. You know, then he said he gonna clap Wilder. And, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So, you know how fickle the fans is. You say something we like, we hop on your bandwagon. You say something we don't like, then it's like, F you. You know what I'm saying? So, also got some intel about Benavidez and Charlo, which I talk about the Demetrius Andrade side of the thing in the morning. So hopefully you guys catch that in the morning. So appreciate you guys. We're back. Here we go. So we in this thing. Punch quote say Spence needs to take off the diapers and make this fight. This is ridiculous. These guys have held up the welterweight division since 2016. Shine, what's going on? And yeah, it is true. And Al Heyman has no intentions on consolidating any further. And
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership,
My bad, my bad, my bad. I am tripping. I am tripping. So hold on. All right, my bad, my bad. I'm tripping. Make sure we good, we good, we good. I don't know what tip I was on, but make sure everything good. Yeah, we good. So I just woke up. So mind me. Okay. So my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Appreciate you in the Cash App, Anthony, bro. Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Straight cash, homie.
So I think I got it together now. Let me double check real quick. Might be a little distortion here. Appreciate you in the Cash. Yeah, we good, we good. Yeah, I got it, man. I don't know. I hit the mute button. My bad. Yep, I hit the mute button on my streamer. I had a phone call. My bad. We good now. Yeah, I just woke up. My bad. Yeah, I was on something else. But yeah, let's go back to the beginning. I'm sorry. So for the most part, the plan was Caleb Plant to take on the plan was for Caleb Plant to take on Jermall Charlo, and the winner of Charlo and Caleb Plant to take on David Benavidez. But apparently, it was said through the grapevine that David Benavidez, Jermall Charlo didn't want to fight David Benavidez. Now, fast forward, a rewind back to an interview that Jermall Charlo did with Ryan Custer. He was talking about Benavidez and said Benavidez won't get credit until Benavidez move up to cruiserweight or higher, meaning the only thing higher than cruiserweight in the IBF, WBA, and WBO is heavyweight, and WBC is bridgerweight. So right then and there, Jermall Charlo let you know he didn't want his brother to look at oh, can y'all hear? Y'all hear? I thought we can hear. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, can y'all hear? Y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Y'all hear what I'm saying? Let me know. Hold on. Hold on. I can hear through YouTube, but let me know if y'all can hear if I keep going on. Okay, we good. We good. He said you saw the Watson. Yeah, I figured that he was gonna get cleared up. Shout out to Jade, Ricky, salute. Solid Child, salute. Omaha in the house. E. Wright got salute. Louisiana in the house. All right, bet. So for the most part, so it was supposed to make Jermall, Charlo, and Caleb Plant, and Jermall didn't want to because the winner is supposed to fight Benavidez, and Jermall didn't want to fight Benavidez. So Jermall just did the interview with Brian Custer and said Benavidez is actually a cruiserweight. He should be fighting a cruiserweight or higher, heavyweight or bridgerweight, depending on what you're talking about. If you want to get credit for his wins. But so yeah, they already don't want to fight David Benavidez. Now I don't think they had no problem in fighting Caleb Plant, but they don't want to fight Benavidez. So I mean, it is what it is. Canelo say y'all need to fight it out for a belt. Charlo don't want to fight David Benavidez, and I really ain't noticed how big Benavidez was until like Charlo started talking about it, and I started looking at some pictures, and he said he should be at cruiserweight, not like heavyweight, or he said even higher at heavyweight. So I really never really thought about how big he was, but at the end of the day, that's why Charlo ran over to Jaime Munguia. That wasn't planned. And if he didn't fight Jaime Munguia, then he was gonna be fighting Carlos Adames, what I heard. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro, Charlo don't want to swap it out with nobody. Now, he talked a lot of shit to Benavidez. Now, right here, don't look like a lot of size difference right here. You know what I'm saying? What it look like 2 inches of Kyron Davis, and they both making weight. It don't even look that bad. Kyron Davis is what, a natural middleweight, junior middleweight. So Kyron Davis is listed at 5'10". And he began his career, he's a middleweight. So he's far high as technically light heavyweight right here versus Martez McGregor. So, you know what I'm saying? He don't even look, then that's the weigh-in. So obviously he's going to be sucking in and stuff. But, apparently you got people calling him a fucking light heavyweight. I mean, a cruiserweight. When you got the fight night, him and Davis, it looked different. It looked like a heavyweight in there with a middleweight. That's what it looked like. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. He's a big guy. When Charlo getting there talking about, well, he's really a light heavyweight. He's really, a loser cruiserweight, and he won't get credit until he fights somebody bigger. And my thing was, I really didn't know what he actually meant, but now the news coming out that Charlo was supposed to fight Plant, and the winner of Plant was supposed to fight Benavidez. They didn't want to fight Benavidez. Jermall didn't want to fight Benavidez. And they asked about Jermall and Benavidez. He said Jermall was a bad dude. So, like I said before, that's PBC plan. That was their plan. And now, now Caleb Plant got to go. Benavidez got to go right into a Caleb Plant fight. Now, at least with Caleb Plant, with Benavidez, that, Plant would have been able to get a win over Charlo. Then, if he would beat Charlo and roll into Benavidez. So, I don't know if they plan on Plant to fight before they fight Benavidez, because they talking about Jose Benavidez Jr., Sr., talking about the negotiations to fight for September. So Plant might just wait around. So Plant really just seemed like he might be on the fringe of retirement, because the way he looked versus Canelo Alvarez, I don't think he can move up to 175 pounds and do nothing with a nigga like Better Be. I think he have his problems with Marcus Brown. So he say Jose Benavidez Sr., Davis' dad, the father Jose Benavidez Jr., the former welterweight who campaigned at middleweight. Now, if you look at the rankings, Team Benavidez working closely on a deal with Caleb Plant on September 30th, 2020. First fight, May 21st versus David Lemieux. September, Benavidez, and he hashtag all the boxing outlets and stuff of that nature. So, Caleb Plant might be cashing out right before your eyes. What's up, Metro?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on? He might be cashing out, bro. You know, I thought he would have lost to Charlo, but Charlo don't want to get in the ring with Benavidez. And then also, I'll give y'all a preview. It was said that Eddie Hearn never sent a $7 million offer to David Benavidez. So Benavidez ain't ducking Andrade. They still waiting on Eddie Hearn to send that offer. Now, maybe Eddie Hearn got to get money clearance through the zone or whatever it is, or they got to clear that money. But right now, Benavidez has not heard nothing from Demetrius Andrade. So they was waiting on that offer from Eddie Hearn, but they haven't heard anything right now. So hence they moving on with Caleb Plant for now. So I mean, that is what it is. I mean, it still ain't a bad fight. I mean, you know, we asked for this fight a while ago, and Benavidez kind of in the fans' mindset don't really get, he don't really get the fight, the fresh Caleb Plant that he wanted. But it is what it is. I don't even think if Plant didn't fight Canelo or did, I think the same amount of people be favoring. I think most people will still be favoring Benavidez over Plant. And like I said before, I think Plant made that Canelo money and don't want to go backwards. So it was either Charlo going right in the Charlo fight or a Plant fight. And Charlo punked out, according to my sources. He punked out, and now they got to go right into Plant and Benavidez. So how can you talk all the shit about David Benavidez and then pull out? That's my thing about Jermall Charlo. How can you run your mouth and say you'll break his neck and then you start throwing all type of barriers up? He need to get vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? He too green, he too young, and then you know what I'm saying, you don't want to get in the ring with him.
I mean, and that's the thing. He also Jermall Charlo calls himself Big Charlo. That to me is an indication that he sees himself as a weight bully at 160 and not 168. And you coming up against a guy who was at 168. Yeah, David didn't have his problems, but he can make the weight. And yet, with all of the trash talk, he don't want to fight him. Something ain't right with that. And one other thing, I think clearly Andrade's style was why Charlo didn't want to fight him.
Yep, southpaw.
Yeah, slick southpaw, all of that. But this dude, David Benavidez, it don't have a whole lot of movement. You would think Charlo would want to fight him. But then again, Benavidez punches hard, and if he is going to consistently jab Charlo and make Charlo, greet him with that jab, and Charlo try to get in on the inside to fight him, he's gonna have to pay a heavy price to do it. And we don't in over a 12-round fight, can he take that for 12 rounds to exact damage the other way?
Mm-hmm. He know gonna be in the fight.
Yeah.
He know he's gonna have to earn something.
He gonna get a lot of pain. It's gonna be a lot of pain. He gonna get a lot of pain that night.
Yep. You think when he's 32 years old, you think he'll probably want to, have one of these top fights before. And him and his brother don't have no marquee fights for real.
Mm-hmm.
31 be 32 May 19th.
Wow.
So and then it says Charlo explained back in last March why he won't fight David Benavidez. In this article, he says in the Last Stand podcast, people don't know David Benavidez. Ain't nowhere in hell David Benavidez could touch me, he says Jermall Charlo and Brian Custer this last year. Obviously, Derevchenko didn't prove nothing because y'all told me that was going to give me Canelo. He said, quote, I beat him the way I beat him, and y'all don't give me no credit. So go to 68 to fight a effing bum, and David Benavidez, this bum, a little kid. Benavidez, he a kid, bro. Put my life on the line to fight a bum ass little kid who don't got nothing to offer, not even money. People don't even know him until they mention my name, Jermall said about Benavidez. So he said Jermall sees nothing to gain in fighting Benavidez. Quote, they want to see me beat his butt. Charlo continued on Benavidez. They want to see me go up in weight to do something never did before. He said going up in weight and fight somebody in a whole nother weight class and then go back down and weight because I'm the champ down there anyway. What is it going to be, a 10-round fight? It is going to be for a belt. Is it an eliminator? What makes sense, bro? Y'all got to think about what y'all saying. Quote, how is that ducking? It's a business. I never stop being a business from this point on. How is that ducking anybody? I'm a fighter. I've never been scared of nobody, no matter on earth. That no man on earth that walks 2 feet, says Charlo. So I mean, he said,
if I'm
go ahead.
Benavidez, my reply is your highest payday. You might have two $1 million paydays. Fighting me is gonna be a 50-50 split, and we're gonna stop all of this trash talking in the ring because this will be a big fight. A lot of people are paid to see it. A lot of people will pay to see it, and it could be in Texas or they can put it. Charlo might object to it being in Phoenix where David is from, but you put it in LA, and they can sell out the Staples Center on that with their headlining it.
Yeah, hold on. Reggie Singleton and the Cash App. Appreciate the big dollars, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Appreciate it, Reggie, man. Appreciate it. You know, my birthday coming. Appreciate that money. Kobe, what's going on? Hold on.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Kind of knick-knack, paddywhack. What's going on, bro?
Now, hold on. Now, this is an interview from last year I'm reading. He said Charlo will say he would rather fight Andrade than Benavidez. This is the Brian Custer interview from last year. This little boy Benavidez that you're talking about, I had the belt when I won the championship. This mother effer was sitting out on braces and ish, said Charlo. Y'all talking about me ducking anybody. Talk to me for real. He's a little kid. I watched Andre Darrell beat his butt until he got cut. Quote, did y'all see his Benavidez last fight against a C-level fighter, Ronald Ellis? Did you see how many times he got hit? This dude Benavidez is there to be hit. Quote, he comes at me. It's a different level. It's a different ballgame. I can't paint at 60. The pressure is on me to move up and fight this clown. I take the Demetrius Andrade fight before that. I said 160 do my thug. I'm with all that, bro. They tripping. He said, quote, when have I ducked somebody? I beat whoever Al Heyman put in front of me. I never asked for a fight. I never know my opponent. I never know how much I'm making. I just fight, said Jermall Charlo. So, I mean, he said he'd fight Andrade, but then Ronnie Shields said they'd never fight Andrade. So he giving your answer. He never fight Benavidez. So he never fighting him. And I tell you this, man, check the private chat. This is where I got this information from.
Metro, don't say anything.
Don't say it. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I got it from a really, really good source.
Okay.
So I mean, this dude, bro, and this is an interview. I said it again. This is from the Brian Custer interview from March 23rd, around 2021. So I just pulled something random up.
I think this is just proof that the only real lion in Texas is that man twin brother at 154. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, dude sitting here, man.
Because he didn't have to bring up David Benavidez's name. Like you just said, he brought out his name. David Benavidez used to, as far as I'm concerned, when I used to ask him about Charlo, he used to keep the answer short and sweet. It was never, I want to fight him. He said, if you come up here, yeah, I'd love to fight him. But remember, Charlo was the one that was out here. He probably had one too many drinks one night and just went off the rip. It seemed like they all got something in common. Once they get a little tipsy, they just start running their mouth.
Yep, and he said, man, he ain't got no F Benavidez. He ain't even got no belt. I mean, at the end of the day, what do Jaime bring to the table? Come on, what Jaime bring to the table then? Seriously, bro. What Jaime Munguia bring to the table?
Jaime still, in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie to you. Jaime still kind of, in my observation of Jaime's still kind of green if you really think about it. Like,
oh, you can say that about Benavidez too.
True, but the level of like, all right, let's compare. I know you say Benavidez to win his first title, he ain't, but Jaime first title, he literally fought somebody that was way outmatched. Like that should be
who
a fight.
Saddam Ali.
Saddam Ali, like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Remember,
Okay.
I don't know if you remember, but the you know, like how they do after the weigh-in, you know, they have the media interview the fighters or whatever. What's the CEO name of Golden Boy?
Oscar De La Hoya.
No, not
Robert Diaz.
Fishnet. Robert Diaz said, you know, basically said, you know, when Jaime wins, he basically wrote this dude off. Everybody, I ain't seen the fight. The only time I heard it prior to that was when Triple G was trying to cherry pick him, but he basically wrote him off. So it wasn't like he fought anybody valiant to beat no champion, anybody of any type of status to beat them for a championship. He kind of went in on a Canelo type of wave. So maybe that's why Charlo was looking at him trying to boost that stock to say I took out the next great.
He gonna mess around and lose. He gonna mess around and lose to that nigga.
And
man.
I think there's a very good. I think there's a very good chance that he could lose to him too.
And that's why he should lose, bro. You fighting on the West Coast too. You already down a point or two. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to lose.
If when you fight Canelo, you down 4 rounds. When you fighting Jaime, you probably down a round and a half.
Yeah, round 2, bro. In the West Coast, he deserved it. He deserved to lose, bro. He said F Benavidez, he ain't got no belt. Yeah, I mean, what was the first time he answered that question? I can't remember who somebody asked him the origin of this, but somebody asked him to fight Benavidez, and he said, "I knock him out. All this, that, and the third."
Bro.
Okay.
It's always Instagram. That's where the talk started. He was drunk one day. I'm not even trying to be funny. It was Instagram. I'm really not.
Man, that shit is cold. Instagram cold blooded for him. He said, D-Ray Promotion salute. He said, Calypso A said, so basically he ducked Caleb Plant just to avoid David Benavidez. That's what they told me. He said, PBC pay-per-view Palooza salute. CJ in the chat. Okay, bet. It's a camera angle. David Benavidez fighting at David was fighting at 54. Kyron Davis is fighting at 54. Plant is going to sleep. Jay Hardaway salute. Kind of Enigma say Charlo called him my period. Now I smell plum sauce. Duck sauce. Duck. He said hit the like button. We getting Deshaun Watson. Yeah, he coming to the D. Deshaun Watson coming to the line. We speaking into existence, bro. We gonna have the best Coney Island spread and the best spread of whatever you need. You know, we gonna have serviceable women that's not gonna bring you to court. Trick, line them up.
You gotta get him on the wood grain bust. The wood grain Cardis.
Oh man, come on, that's a must. He getting the marbles, boy. He said Truck Simpson will put Munguia to sleep. I never really looked at Truck Simpson. He
Truck
said,
is cool, but Truck ain't ready for Simpson right now. His rival Joey Spencer, they don't like each other.
He said Andy Johnson said low key. I'm looking forward to the PBC fight announcement next Tuesday. Hope my boy Jaime wins and they fight in Vegas. At least it's either Vegas or LA. I heard if they fight. That fight Munguia. I guess we'll find out Tuesday. We find out Tuesday, man. Support the channel, cash out, downtown CJ Good 213. You can't be calling people. Go ahead.
CJ, Kofi, check this out. But won't this if the fight between Jaime Munguia and Jermall Charlo is made, doesn't this also help to put to rest all of that talk by the Haymanites that about the animosity between Heyman and Eddie Hearn? Oscar De La Hoya.
No, only reason why I say no is because of this. Only reason I say no is because of this. They worked together before. Remember, Gary Russell fought Jojo Diaz on Showtime.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
So I just feel like it's not gonna put it to rest because everybody's always gonna gloss over that fact and say that Al only works exclusively with in-house fighters, but then you'll have something like this happen, and it won't be this is not a mega fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not a mega fight. It's not even a super fight. It's a decent fight. it'll probably be a good fight with a decent undercard. But it's not to the stature of a Wilder Fury or a Spence.
Is this going to be on the question is this going to be on the zone or is this going to be
What? That's going to be on Showtime. Showtime.
No, this going to be on Showtime. This going to be on Showtime.
Okay. So okay. I
only think Jermall goes to the zone if he fight Canelo. I don't even think if he decided that he wanted to fight Andrade, it would be.
They're gonna try to make that shit happen on Showtime regardless. They gonna have to make it on Showtime. Yeah. He absolutely said Showtime. They gonna try to make that shit on show. That's gonna be. I know it's gonna be on Showtime for Shaq, for fact. But the zone gonna have a stake. They gonna make that money too. So
put some respect on my name.
So you know how that go. Saying can't wait to see Blair fight next Saturday. Yeah, the winner of Blair Cobb and Alexis Rocha get Virgil Ortiz and Michael McKisson winner. So people was talking about Michael McKisson being the bum of Bushido boxing. He only have 2 knockouts, but Michael McKisson have a few knockdowns too. If you look at his box rep, he knocked down.
When Blair fight
next Saturday, he said.
Okay.
Also, you know this. Ain't you going to Steve Rose fighting Aaron Berlanga?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I'll be there. They fighting at? Where that fight at?
Well, Steve Rose and Aaron Berlanga.
Yeah.
That's on New York City. That's in small room, probably theater room.
In a small room. I'll be there.
He's Alexis Rocha. Yeah. So yeah, Blair Cobb lose. He better not even turn on social media, bro. Just go ahead and deactivate. Just go ahead and deactivate, player.
Yeah.
He said some real stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. But like I said before, Benavidez, bro. It's just like Al don't make people fight nobody, bro. They said that Eddie Hearn never sent the offer, so Eddie Hearn could be trying to get proof of funds. Who knows? Or maybe I don't know. Maybe he's gonna let Andrade because he's supposed to be Andrade like last fight over there. He might let Andrade walk this over there, so and just come back when he feel like it. But like I said before, Benavidez said back in February 10th he anticipated Jermall and Caleb Plant fight. Says neither willing to face him. And Caleb Plant said on Twitter that he'll fight him. So it just looked like that. It looked like that old boy won't fight him. Like Charlo won't fight him. So I don't know, man. So it look like Charlo won't fight him, man, because Benavidez said Fat Boy can't mess with me.
This is what what I gotta say though. Even though Caleb Plant has been a big disappointment to the black community and his black brothers and sisters. Even though he's disappointed us all, I will say this. I feel like he's always been willing to fight David Benavidez. Now, if this was 2 years ago, CJ, this was 2 years ago, I would have picked Caleb Plant to dust him off, give him a boxing lesson. But after I see what happened to Canelo Alvarez, I don't even give Caleb Plant 1% chance of beating David Benavidez.
He might.
Not one.
I'll give him.
Unless he goes to the restaurant called SNAC and orders a number 3.
I think Benavidez, man, he just don't have enough aggression. I'll be tagging Benavidez's body. That's how Canelo gonna beat him. I'll just be tagging
gonna have him squat down and do to himself.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That body look like potato salad.
Yeah, because I really think he could take a shot. I think he can take a shot
to the head. Of course, anybody. The rule of thumb in boxing is if you can take a shot to the head, they weak to the body, or you can get them to the body. Ain't no more real killer body punch. They calling Errol Spencer a tenacious body puncher. And Canelo.
Arthur Benavidez did. What was that? CJ January. Watch what he did in January. That's how you break somebody's body down.
And him and Canelo cut the ring off on him and Marcus Brown and Caleb Plant without throwing a punch. That's how you knew the fight was over with.
But listen, Marcus Brown went from fully mobile in the first round to
and the nigga didn't throw no punches.
No punches to slowly plotting in the second round to the third round.
Let me say this too. I'm gonna go use the bathroom in a minute after this. Let me say this too, bro. Like how Gary Anton Russell be posting niggas was hating, bro. People don't like an aggressive puncher. Everybody like the slick, fake half guard, fake shoulder roll shit. Gary Russell and Better BF is bringing pressure fighters back. They make them look sexy again. Real talk. Because Anton Russell, he took that jab away from Victor Post. Yeah, he took some shots, But that's what's gonna happen when you move forward to try to get inside somebody's jab. But he took that nigga. He took his when he started throwing this right hook. Victor Postal was he didn't have no other hope. Hold on, in the super chat, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He said Ali 313. Hey, you see Lubin had one of your YouTube videos playing at the crib the other day on his Instagram story. Oh, shout out to Lubin. Yeah, me and Coach Kev cool, bro. Yeah, Kev be hitting me up with some stuff. I'm gonna try to get him on, man. I just been hella busy.
Kev was on the show. Coach Kev was on the show. What was that? CJ June or July?
Yeah,
June,
yeah. So he always shoot me stuff, bro. Kev cool as hell, man. You know niggas from St. Louis cool, except for Phony Brown. But I'll be back.
Great.
Drop.
Money.
Appreciate it. I'll be right back, y'all.
Money. But yeah, Caleb Plant, he always been willing to fight Benavidez. I just don't think he got a chance in hell.
No, I don't. I agree with you on that. I mean, these Charlos, man, it's only, like you said, it's one lion out of the Charlo brothers. And the other thing, I remember CJ was saying that the way Jermall Charlo, the way PBC was handling him was that they were trying to make it so that he would get undisputed at 160. That has not happened, and now that he's moving, having to move up to 168 or keeps talking about it. He basically in a rock and hard place, because if you don't want to fight David Benavidez, who could he? I mean, there's some guys he could probably beat at 168, but they ain't nobody,
Yeah.
And
who y'all talking about real quick?
Charlo, Big Charlo.
That nigga ain't trying to move up, bro. He move up. The natural progression is to fight his Benavidez, bro. There ain't no thing about waiting. Hold on. The thing about waiting him out, he might catch him on the right day where he can't make the weight. So that might be the only positive. The longer he stretch it out, then a nigga just can't make the weight. So that might be the only thing that might be working for him. But if you ain't gonna go in there and touch that body, bro, you might as well don't even fight that dude at 68.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not gonna go in there and touch the body, you're going to sleep.
I think at 168, Benavidez beats him, because I don't see Charlo wanting. I don't see that Charlo, even though he don't get, we seen at 160 he don't get tired, but you getting touched with the kind of punches that Benavidez gives for 12 rounds. I don't know that he gonna be able to take that.
That's why he got to keep his jab going, bro. He gonna be moving, bro. He got to keep his jab. A jab will offset all of that, bro. But it's what he do after the jab gonna break all them combinations up. See, thing about Benavidez is he waddle, bro.
Yeah, he do. He waddle. He don't come. He don't. Use lateral foot movement to cut. He don't have to, because
he's so big. But you got to use a jab and some body work. Now David Lemieux might catch him if anybody able to knock him out. Is David Lemieux might catch him if he baiting to give up his height and reach. He gonna give it up. Lemieux gonna have to just throw a bomb. I'm telling you, man. If he hit his hands, he drop his hands and score versus David Lemieux, I won't be surprised if he hit the canvas, bro. Care how old that nigga is. He probably still gonna win. But I'm telling y'all, bro, David Lemieux, man, I seen him kill niggas. I look like dog. You really see a nigga get hit, he don't breathe, bro. I'm telling y'all, if David Lemieux hit this nigga flush, bro, he get knocked out.
I'm putting the respect bet on David Lemieux. Fact, I'm telling you now.
Bro, if he eat the Lemieux shot, I don't blame niggas for not fighting him. He ready for better be. If he eat his shit flush, he ready. He ready for better be there.
Let me tell you something. Pound for pound, in boxing, there's only two punches I see that got, that type of power that really put niggas to sleep. That one punch, like, damn, he did boy bad. Lemieux and a cruiserweight called Dmitry Kuryasov.
What about Wilder?
Yeah, Wilder. Those three. Once they touch
you, forgot about Dominic Brazil. He's still there.
Middleweight too, though. But the thing about Middleweight,
not like those three. Not like those three. David Lemieux, when he hits you, he really knock you out. Like I love Curtis Stevens, like cook food. That's a cool dude, bro. But what he did to him was bad. I remember that.
Was bad. Talking about that, bro. Last night I was about to go to sleep, so I turned on a Martinez and Paul Williams knockout, bro. I don't know what made me want to watch that, bro. Dog, look, I became a fan of Martinez after the first fight, even though he lost.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. For a good year, I hated Sergio Martinez, bro.
Man, I love that man. I'm sorry, I love him, but nigga, that nigga was on the floor like lifeless.
I thought he died, bro. I thought he died. He got hit so hard, my nigga. He got hit with that overhand left, and he just dropped like a sack of potatoes.
I hated him, son. I really hated him.
I would have felt the weight too. I ain't gonna hold you. You really slumped my man. It's like that.
But the thing about it is, nigga, if you watch this fight, you seen that shit coming. Eventually, that was gonna come. The way he gave up his height and he lead with his chin, like eventually that was gonna happen to Paul. And now we didn't know.
What I hated about Paul Williams. I hated that about Paul Williams. I'm not gonna lie. I really hate.
He remind you of Robbie Jr. at 35, bro.
Yeah, Bunny. That's what I dislike about Bunny, bro. Even though Bunny's last fight, he showed that he can be slick in box. So at least Bunny.
Bunny, we know that, but the thing is with Bunny, the thing is with the Punisher, bro. They didn't have that one punch power like Tommy did. They didn't have. They were attritional punches. They were like, yo, we will hit you multiple times. But the thing is, with a dude like that, yo, when Tommy moved up in weight, he wasn't knocking everybody out. He sometimes when you're a big puncher, sometimes your power becomes attritional due to the weight of the fighter that you're fighting. The thing is,
unless you not named motherfucking Julian Jackson, which you have.
Yeah, Julian Jackson not normal. He's not a human being, bro.
Unless you're Canelo Alvarez, because he's moving up and just knocking.
Okay, let's move on. He said Marcus Brown saw better BF was soft and packed it in. Oh man, I don't think that was it. I think he knew that coming in.
That was not it. That was not it. Marcus Brown got hit to the body a couple times, and his legs stopped working.
Yeah, man. That nigga cut the ring off without punching. Him and Canelo, the only fighters I seen do that in a minute.
Yo, his footwork was really good that fight. I do remember the 3 rounds. Yo, that boy was cutting that boy, yo. And mind you,
Chris, I'm not gonna lie. I really think Marcus Brown prior to that fight could have beat Dimitri Bivol.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact because, yo, bro, I seen Marcus, bro, up close and personal at Freeport, PAL. I seen him start. I seen him in the ring. I seen him sparring amateurs at my local gym. I seen him beat Shawnee Monahan at Nassau Coliseum. So I know what he can do. But like that was his fight to win though, because Beterbiev missed weight the first time. Not by much, but you can see for an older man, for him to lose weight like that and still carry power, that's impressive. But yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I think Canelo can beat Beterbiev, in my opinion.
Not in a fair shape.
Not in a fair shape. No.
Everything's even. He don't have a chance in hell. He can wear headgear. He can wear a real cage and still lose.
I feel you.
And as soon as you see better BF start bagging up and using lateral movement, I wouldn't even turn that shit on. I'll let Kobe tell me what happened.
I get super duper tight.
And if he was gonna fight that nigga, he'd be fighting him in December, bro. Right. I'll tell you, it'll already be lined up.
People understand.
I'm not gonna elaborate. I'm just gonna say no. You want me to say it in Spanish? No.
You gonna see him backpedaling shit, man. Niggas like he come from that cloth of like that. I want Tyson aggression and that Julio. That's why it ain't too many Julio Cesar Chavez seniors. Even niggas in Mexico ain't fighting like that shit no more.
Yo, bro, because at the end of the day, you have to have a good chin. Chavez was underrated defensively, and yo, bro, that takes a lot of heart to walk.
Everybody trying to be like Floyd, man. Even the Mexicans coming out trying to box and shit. Man, I used to love when Chavez and Duran came into TCO kitchen, bro. Like
Think about it like this, though, bro. CJ, how many Mexican fighters done seen black dudes done slaughter their favorites and like, yo, dog, they coming home fucked up, B. They coming home.
Damn, man.
I'm with you, Chris. Here's the thing, and I'm not saying that you don't have Mexican boxers who are athletic, but we know what athleticism with black fighters looks like, and when you got that, and you got guys who have had solid amateur careers and get taught well in pro boxing, you and get in there and they get in there and they coming to win, dude. You can have your best.
There's a reason why Canelo Alvarez has never fought Demetrius Andrade, because everything dude that's named is that. There's a reason.
Canelo's the imitation version.
Mm-hmm.
He's the imitation. And
let me tell you this too: Demetrius Andrade don't be running from dudes. He don't be having boring fights like that. A lot of people don't realize, yo, bro. For the most part, that dude boxes on a circle, or he steps to you. Like, bro, like there's a reason why Canelo don't want to fight, dude. Because if you see him, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's very disciplined with the jab. If he needs to out jab you, he will. Booming straight left hand, finish off with a hard right hook. His right hook that knock people out cold. And like that dude really beat people up. But now, like back to what you were saying about Canelo Beterbiev, you're right, CJ. If dude wanted to fight homeboy, it would have been in December. It would have been in December.
I'm not requiring that nigga to fight him. I'm not saying Canelo have to fight. I don't blame him, bro. Like some dudes, you just leave them where they at, bro.
And Bob Arum probably had to sit down with Beterbiev and the trainers and said, look, if this fight is ever gonna happen, we gonna drug test him, and we're not doing any. There will be no hydration clauses. This is gonna be a 50. This is gonna be a
Why you think Canelo didn't want to fight David Lemieux at 160? 60. He said, like, yo, nothing above under 160, and that is all, because he couldn't make that weight. I'm telling you,
blame him about some of these dudes we talking about. I seen these niggas damn near kill motherfuckers. So I ain't even mad at them, bro. Sometimes I ain't even mad at you, bro. Sometimes you can't be. I was listening to somebody's podcast on Coach Malachi today. He said that nobody fights everybody, and that's true. No matter what you say back, like you have rare cases where everybody fight. Like Sugar Ray Robinson, niggas fighting 20 times in a year. But usually everybody don't fight everybody.
No. He ducked Charlie Burley in the majority of the Black Murderers Row. The only dude he fought out of the Black Murderers Row that he couldn't stop, which was the smallest guy, was Aaron Wade. He went to he had to decision him. So at the end of the day, in every era, there's ducking, bro. Because people are human beings. They understand, like, yo, that dude is a bad dude.
It's business, bro. It's Oh, come on. Okay, let's move on.
But like, back to what you were saying.
Let's go ahead and say what you want to say. Then we're gonna switch over.
Not to what you were saying about business, bro. Yo, bro, if you're an A-side fighter making millions of dollars, anyone you fight, people, at the end of the day, this is boxing, bro. It was a lot at risk when you were sparring your first time. Now you competent enough to fight everybody, yo, bro. At the end of the day, people deserve to have paydays. Like, I give you a story. Tommy Hearns and Mike McCallum at one point in time on this Kronk gym together. Tommy was at 54. Mike was at 54. You know, Mike McCallum was mandatory or number one contender to fight Roberto Duran. But economically, it made sense for Tommy Hearns to fight Duran. He did. But ultimately, you stopped this man from getting a payday that could bear himself.
Who stopped him?
Manny Stewart. Manny Stewart went behind his back. But mind you, though, Manny Stewart gave Dwight Braxton, Milton McCrory, and some other dude from the Kronk that he really didn't care about instead of giving Tommy Hearns to him. Sure. Does he look like Tommy Hearns as a son? Cool. But at the end of the day, you stopped me twice from getting life-changing sums of money against elite top-tier fighters, which isn't fair. I understand you gotta, protect yourself and everything is business, but you can't tell me everything is business when you already have a profile. You have a profile. You have a name. Yo, how you want to call yourself the Hitman, but there was a dude in your camp that beat 3 of your fighters badly, all by stoppage. Like, Mike McCallum made it a point that, every time I fought a Kronk fighter, I was going to mess them up. And he did. How is it that you let all your brothers who you sparred with, who you're taking years off their life off of sparring and everything, and you're not going to avenge that? Come on, B.
That's what it is, man, Stewart. But let's move on. I'm gonna get some comments first. He said Marcus Brown saw better BF, and I don't think he packed it. He just, that nigga's just a different beast. He made Usman retire. You ain't even heard about Usman jumping in the war neither. Ain't he Ukrainian? The blood inside better be still Mark Brown.
Yeah, bro.
I think that helped his case though. I think that made him turn him up.
And Chris, one thing is, people always talk about the business side.
The word, you use it a day before, fiduciary responsibility. There is no way that, to me, Charlo's playing around.
He played way too much, bro.
Man, he knows exactly what he's doing, bro.
Look, he may know what he's doing, but here's the thing. He can't. There's no way. Other than,
what if he never gets the Canelo fight?
And that's.
He don't care. He gonna settle for Jaime. And then this is what he gonna do. Let me say this before we end off on this. This is what he gonna do. If Plant B Benavidez, that nigga gonna jump right up there and fight him. No questions asked. That's what's gonna happen. And if Benavidez look vulnerable, he think he could beat him. He gonna go up there and get him, bro. Plant might beat Benavidez. He can't make that weight, bro. He young. He getting away with it now. But, it is what it is, man. Plant.
Bro, look at Jared Hurd at 154, bro. Like, I kind of see that for Benavidez, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he got a little bit more. He got more talent than Hurd, though. I will say that.
Jared Hurd was getting touched up prior to getting knocked. He was getting touched up. It was punches.
Yeah. Benavidez just overwhelming niggas, and real talk, Benavidez really not taking that amount of punishment.
Yeah. If he would have went up to 175,
bro, let me tell you this.
Which it means Plant has been a disappointment to black people. It was a joke, bro. Marcus had the blood in his eyes. He said Caleb Plant.
Explain it to him.
We got a black wife. He said Caleb Plant, and also old boy said that on YouTube. I forget his name. Caleb Plant needs to sit on his punches. Chris said after 6 rounds, Plant is going to need water for his plant. That Browns fought for headbutt. And Caleb Plant want that bad. Nobody want to go back from making Canelo money to be making like Caleb Truax money neither. Benavidez feel like a stack of tires. Damn. Hold on. Charlo's uppercut sending that nigga to the moon. Mr. T. Salute. He eat that uppercut. Charlo might get out that ring. Who got out the ring? Oh, my man's Curtis Harper, like on Nate.
Yep.
Salute.
Still hate dude, bro. Nate still hate dude to this day.
I don't blame him, bro. Anytime somebody playing with your money, I don't never blame him. David Lemieux's skill set was not that great at all. Lemieux's pushing 40.
He can punch, boy.
He got the will beat out of him. And it is what it is, bro. I mean, let's move on, man. Okay.
But I was saying, like you were saying about Jared Hurd, right? Jared Hurd, the first time I ever saw him was against Frank Galarza. He did not look like he once did against all them other dudes. Because one thing I do remember about Jared Hurd, that dude could box. He had good defense. He was bladed off.
Huh? Yeah, he was counter punching on the back foot.
Yes. People fail to realize that, like, yo, I remember that because I ain't gonna hold you. Frank Galarza, he was touted to be the next dude out of Showbox, bro. He had beat a guy named John Thompson, knocked dude out bad, did him horrible. That's the same John Thompson that knocked out Brandon Adams in the Boxino tournament. So he was coming off a couple wins. Then, Galarza comes in with, I don't know, Diane Keaton or something like that, whatever. Susan Sarandon. I remember. And he fights Jarrett Hurd. And I see Jarrett Hurd behind the long left jab, hand under his chin, and he's outboxing him, making him miss, walking him into uppercuts, right hands, and everything. I was like, damn, who's this like tall dude at 54? Dog, dude was nice. Then he had to change his style because at the end of the day, he wasn't just like, he couldn't make no weight, bro. Like, I don't, you gotta think about it like this. If Jarrett Hurd would have made the weight against Tony Harrison, I don't think Tony Harrison would have kept piecing him like that because Tony was piecing dude. But the thing is, Jarrett knew like, yo, I'm big and strong and I can't box like I once was, so I'm just going to walk him down. I ain't going to hold you. I think it would have been a better fight if Jarrett Hurd could make that weight, bro, because real talk, Jarrett Hurd should have been at 168 or 175 a long time ago because, yo, I remember him fighting Arislandi Lara. I was like, yo, how do you keep making this weight? Yo, I hit him up on Facebook, you know, back in the day. I was like, yo, how you make 54, bro? He said, good nutritionist. I was like, yo, I laughed it off. In my mind, I was saying, yo, bro, I don't know what you doing, my nigga, but yo, it's not gonna work for too long. And like, let's keep it a buck. He was not supposed to lose Arias at all.
No.
But they said Lewis Harris said Tony Harrison ducked him. I'm like, damn, they talk like at two different weights. But like, it is what it is.
I've seen Jarrett Hurd around here in the DC area, and there's a matter of fact, there's a dude I know who know him.
Hey, can you speak into your mic? Because you sound like a little far away.
Hold on, my bad. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get it right.
You good here?
Huh?
I know a dude who knows Jarrett. Y'all good?
Yeah, I hear better now. Go ahead.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I know a dude who knows Jarrett Hurd, and one of the things he always talks about is how he would see him running in the neighborhood. But the thing is, having seen Jarrett Hurd up close a couple of times, I'm like you. How does he make? He was gonna have to go up. You can't stay at 154. He was killing himself.
This is what I gotta tell boxers, bro. Say, yo, if you big for one way, if you just naturally big, your genetic structure makes you that big, bro. Yo, fight out a weight that you comfortable at. Hey,
that's how dudes take the shots better. It's a different thing. You have an advantage. That's just all it is.
But think about it like this. Like, say, for example, you walk around at 200 pounds, right? You're a cruiserweight. You're a natural cruiserweight. Don't go down to 175. Don't do what Tony Bellew did. Fight at cruiserweight. Hey, they make
money. You might not have the power to keep dudes off. You might not have the skill set.
You might not. It's the money, the power, and the money, bro.
And it's the money too. It's the money. That's like telling. My bad, CJ. That's like telling somebody like, oh, stay at 140 because you know you were there. Like 47 is what
he said Marcus went from boxing to the ropes. Like, people don't understand, bro. It's footwork, bro. Like, people say keep it in the middle of the ring. Any guys that keep it in the middle of the ring is like Pernell Whitaker that go towards you and they understand the distance and they understand how to pivot, bro. They understand the counter.
You remember, Pernell was gifted, bro. Like,
not just gifted, though. His premise was he wasn't a dude that boxed that had to stick and move and run around the ring. He was able to defend and sit in your face and pressure you and like that's what made him dangerous versus Chavez. He never let Chavez get momentum coming forward. He stopped his momentum and was in his face, and he couldn't hit him still. That's real deep.
He boxed on a dime, meaning like, yo, bro.
Yeah. You let guys get leverage like Kovalev, like Andre let Kovalev keep him in his shots. And once Andre learned that I have to take a chance, even though he got dropped to get on the inside, Kovalev was nothing. He was terrible on the inside. He figured that out. But let's move on, bro. I have to move on. Marcus went for box. Okay, I read that one. But yeah, okay. What Blair Cobb said. Okay, we finally made it. Okay, Blair Cobb said a lot about Jerron Ennis. He said a lot. He called Errol a cursed coward. He said that. He said
CJ,
that,
I was the first person to say that too.
Oh, you did. He said that he said him ducking the Spence fights while all the bad stuff started happening to him, kind of like karma. At one point he said it didn't really look like Spence wanted to fight, and then like a year or two later, he said he looked scared, and He said boxing tired of everybody protecting their O. He said he not scared to let his O go. He basically want to see the best fight the best. He said Jerron Ennis been fighting bums, and he been fighting guys tailor made to him, and this, that, and the third. And he said that Errol Spence was scared of Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He went as far as to kind of recollect him jumping out the ring and sparring with Boots. He said that he had been off for like a couple years, and he said he got out the ring. He said he didn't hurt him or didn't knock him down enough. He said he had been out the ring for a few years because the promoters in Philly had been boxing him out. He was, he said he had to get his conditioning back up, and that's what happened. So he basically put the world of boxing on notice and said that he said he tired of people protecting.
Do you not remember when Blair Cobbs got hurt by that nondescript dude? Yo, bro, I'm telling you this. If Blair Cobbs fights Boots Ennis, he's going to get what he wants. And what I think, yearned for is an ass beating. He ain't beating Boots.
I don't think so neither. But people, now that he's talking.
But here's the thing. At least he got the nuts to go call him out and try to fight him. Because I don't know.
You can't have it ways. You can't be saying, oh, guys don't really want to fight Boots. Guys don't really want it. And then he want to fight him. Then, they making a deal with Golden Boy and Zafner to fight, go to Showtime. Why not send him over to Show? That's a good fight on Philadelphia. That's a good fight at Atlantic City. Why not?
That's a fact. But at the end of the day, Boots is now looking for more worldwide things. But
say what you said again, and you notice what he's saying. So he's the guy that's not ranked in the top 15. Why do you think he calling Boots out?
Yeah.
Get that notoriety, to get that position, to be in the pocket for a title shot. Why not?
At the end of the day, like, for example, Boots should have fought Jermall James or Radzat Butayev. You should have fought Jermall James.
But I've been saying this. I've been saying this for the past 3 months. He got to fight contenders. That's what Bernie came on the show and said.
But isn't Boots fighting Custio Clayton?
He fight Custio Clayton for the mandatory for the IBF. I can't doubt nobody fight for a belt, bro. That's about to fight for a belt. He fight Custio Clayton for the right to be the mandatory for Errol IBF belt.
Yo, bro, dude's been really wanting them fights, bro. I'm telling you, Gerard's the truth, B. Whether people want to say, "Oh, he's overrated," yada yada yada.
He said he fighting small guys. He fighting these small 140 pounders. I didn't realize Blair Cobb was that big.
Yeah, but
his stature, bro.
I mean, shit, it is what it is. But he spot on about Errol Spence, though. He's spot on, dude.
All right, so let's. That's what we really need to talk about. What his comments about Errol Spence. He said, what did he say, CJ? That Errol was afraid of Terence Crawford.
He said he afraid.
Did you hear Spence comments on the situation? Because I don't care what Blair Cobbs is saying, bro. I want people to understand that Errol Spence said to himself, said to the world, like, yo, it was my fault about all the stuff I did because Terence got an ego and I got an ego. Bro, you know what he's saying that for? Because win, lose, or draw, he's going up to 154. He don't want the smoke.
And that's pretty much what he's saying, bro. That's pretty much what Blair Cobb said. At first he said, well, it don't really look like he wanted to make the fight, but I have a waiting pro to see. He also went in on Canelo, said he taking easy fights too. That kind of went under the radar too. But it is what it is.
To see that.
Yeah, but that is what it is.
It pissed me off.
Go ahead.
It still pissed me off that Canelo deadass turned down $5 million more to fight an old faded Kovalev that went life and death with Anthony Yard. Came off of losing to Elidier Alvarez by stoppage. Came off losing to Andre Ward by stoppage, but he did beat Elidier Alvarez back. But like, yo, bro, that guy was like 1-3, and you fought him.
But it's the name. That's why it's the name.
He said Marcus Brown. He said Marcus Brown is not good. I remember some no name got beat. Are you talking about Hot Rod
Kalajic? Yeah.
Yeah, Hot Rod. But Hot Rod, hey, better be Hot Rod gave him a good fight for a minute, but better be that was a good fight. He said,
BF is a fucking axe murderer, bro. He's an axe murderer. He remind me of Wanderlei Silva, this like chopping dudes down.
Yeah, he said, "Who y'all want to see Zerto fight at 75?" I like to see
Zerto fight. Yeah, Zerto. I would like to see Zerto fight anybody. Actually, Joe Smith. Anybody. I would like to see. You know, would it be a fight that a lot of people wouldn't expect, but it's a good fight. Callum Smith versus Zerto. They both tall. That's a good fight. Callum Smith versus no. Zerto versus Joshua Boachi. Like let's get these fights going on, bro. Because CJ, I gotta dispute the claim that you said Dmitry Bivol has been ducking on Artur Beterbiev. Bob Arum said that fight was boring.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. He had nigga don't want that fight. I read that article. I read that. Kofi salute Kobe. He said peace to everyone in the chat. Atif going after he said Atif turned to do Atif from Philly gonna be at cruiserweight before you blink anyway. They might fight at cruiserweight. Smash the like button, share the video on Kobe.
Atif from Philly. Atif, he a big looking 175. Good, I like him. Good southpaw and everything.
He going to heavyweight. That's what they already said. He going to heavyweight, bro.
Atif?
Yeah. He's going to be a heavyweight.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
They said it in a press release when he signed the PBC. He's going to be a heavyweight.
Atif looked good at 175. I don't think he need to do it.
That's where he going. He going to heavyweight. He going to do a Holyfield. So he gonna have more fights at 75. But yeah, that's the plan to put him at heavyweight.
Gonna grow into it.
Yep.
That sound good, bro. But that.
Him and Jared Anderson, baby.
Jared Anderson.
Baby Anderson.
He ain't that much bigger than him.
Nah, Big Baby's a big dude, man. Don't play with him.
Stature wise, they both 6'3", 6'4".
Weight-wise and stature-wise, two different things.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know he was 6'3", but he got short on to a dude who's 6'3", bro.
We'll show the old boy.
Jared Anderson's reaching 78.
That ain't big. 20 years is like 75.
For his height. For his height.
Yeah.
Jared Anderson, I like that dude at heavyweight, man. I like him as a prospect.
Yeah, he's 78 and a half. Oh, yeah, he runs pretty long.
So, bro, I'm telling you that, Jared Anderson, I see him as a full-fledged heavyweight. His bone structure, his mass meat is heavyweight. Bro, we've seen dudes like Atif Oberton or something like that before. Bob Foster was 6'3". Bob Foster was 6'3", 6'4" at 175, and with a longer reach, bro. So at the end of the day, I'm telling you, him moving up to heavyweight just would not be advantageous to his career. He's a damn good fighter.
That's what they say, so I don't know. He said, Lather, salute on the panel. Deontay ain't ducking no smoke. He said, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. He said, Manny Stewart was Tommy Hearn's manager, just like McCullum's trainer. He said, CJ, when are you going to get Tony Harrison on the show? Yeah, that's something I got to do. He ain't too far from me either. Boxing needs the same day weigh and to stop these weight. I really don't care about the weight bullies, bro. But I mean, they hurting themselves in the long run. You know, they hurting themselves. But, you know,
this is what they got to do, bro. Your walk-around weight should be the weight that you fight at. That's how we going to stop that.
I don't think so, bro. Do what y'all do what they do. I'm not mad at it. Do what you do. If you can make the weight, ain't nobody else complaining. I don't really care. So I don't care, you know, unless you're going to eliminate supers and juniors, and then that way to turn their water off and make them go where they need to go. But like I said about
but the supers and juniors have some of the best fights. So
then no more catchweight fights. Then how about that?
No
more catchweights. So, like I said before, no more catchweight fights then if we're going to do supers and juniors, set up and down. That's just what it is. But like I said about Mr. Blair Cobbs, he got fired with Alexis Rocha. But he was speaking a lot of facts. You know, I'm not the one that dish out and tell, you know, people who when they deserve karma, but he was talking about a lot of facts saying that dude held up a fight and now he's going through what he's going through. Now, like Metro said, he was talking about going up to winning the belt from Pacquiao, and they probably gonna move him up to 154 pounds, and that's fine. That's definitely fine. He can do what the hell he want to do.
Man, but get him the hell out of the division already, bro.
Hold on, here we go, real quick. Hold on, mute real quick. Here we go.
Terence Crawford.
He's afraid of Terence Crawford. What was making that fight so long? He waited so long that he became devastated. If you don't do what's right, you will be cursed. And guess what happens? We don't see him fight for anything for a long time. One injury after the next. Car injury, this injury, eye injury. He missed the one opportunity to beat fucking Manny Pacquiao. What now? He's a coward. And I don't respect cowards. I know he's a good fighter, but he's a coward. And he's through with boxing.
You say that he's gonna lose against Ugas. What is that you see in him that looks like he's gonna drop the unification complex of Ugas?
Because I can see it already in his eyes. You think I can't see it? You think I can't see what Alexis Rocha look like when I'm looking in his eyes? You think I don't know what's happening with Errol Spence? Mentally, spiritually? It's all over his face. And when I look him in his eyes, I don't see a winner. I don't see a victorious winner in what he's going through. Everybody's going through struggles, trials, tribulations. I don't see it from him.
What do you think about the mental health things? Do you think?
So hold on real quick. We gotta go back. So he says that he said that he ruined boxing. Pretty much second.
You got a question. Where the hell is Rashidi Ellis?
Oh, okay. He has some issues with Golden Boy. I heard he's trying to get released. So he said that that dude ruined boxing, and I do associate with Errol with ruined boxing. Not saying he single-handedly ruined boxing. He only doing what his father Keith Thurman, aka Darth Vader Sr. doing by not fighting other, by not keeping it real. When Keith was begging for a shot, Keith got in position, and then Keith, stopped giving, became what he was fearing to be, that he was, supposed to destroy. And then with Errol, he got in the same position. Like I said, the only thing that's synonymous with both of them is Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman paid him a lot of money to fight subpar competition. And then, people were saying, I believe in Al. I never go against Al Heyman. But what superstar of Al Heyman built? He didn't really build Floyd. These niggas racing up the street. He really didn't build Floyd. That was Bob Arum. He just put a business sprinkles on Floyd.
That was Rap-A-Lot Records. That was Priority Records, okay?
And put a little sprinkles on his career and shit. So, like I said before with the whole thing, you do kind of associate Errol Spence with this new version of boxing that came in around 2012 that started,
Floyd kids, bro. They're Floyd kids, bro. Let's keep it above. The only dude that doesn't remind me of a Floyd Mayweather-esque dude in terms of mentality is Demetrius Andrade, bro.
Well, no, they came in 2008 too, though. So they was kind of right there in the thick of his rise. Like 2012, that class was like, like they was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They was right in the thick. They, you know what I'm saying? They was kind of
arrived that around like
yeah.
In 2012, though, you got to remember.
Yeah, 2008. That was around his rise, like his peak, like where he was peaking. Like I won't say peak, but like when he was really like he became like Money Mayweather. Like them niggas had at 12, they had already seen it. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro. I mean, Earl was supposed to be the next Floyd Mayweather, not as far as slickness, but he was supposed to carry the company, take the baton for Floyd, and it didn't happen, bro. Not because of car accidents and stuff, not because of his ability, not because of his not ability, not because he wasn't Floyd, because they don't know how to build nobody, bro. They don't know how to matchmake nobody. They marinating fights that should be happening that builds up to him being a superstar.
Al Heyman is a tour promoter, bro. He does music tours.
Go ahead, Kobe.
Go ahead, Kobe. Listen, go ahead, Kobe.
Go ahead, Kobe.
But what I was gonna say is, in all actuality, the guy that was really supposed to be the person that carried PBC and to do all those types of things was AB, but AB got in the way of AB. So and Errol,
by that time they knew AB wasn't gonna carry them.
Yeah, they knew it, but AB is more so Floyd than anything because he's a self promoter, like you said. Floyd was built by Top Rank by being placed. Well, it was product placement, and all Floyd did was do the work. And then after Floyd realized that he couldn't get to that next level, he made himself more marketable in a I can't find the word in more of a. He took an alternative route to be more marketable.
Hold on, we got some news coming in. I'm gonna mute for a minute. Somebody sent me something, but hold on, I'm gonna mute and then I'm gonna play it. Go ahead.
Yeah, but AB took a page out of Floyd's book and did that same thing. But the only thing that happened to AB was he had what Errol and the rest of these guys, except for Jermall Charlo, though God, he had some balls, and he moved up and he fought somebody that they didn't. In all actuality, they didn't want him fighting. So that's the only reason why I don't hold a lot of things against AB as far as his career is concerned. But when it comes to Errol now, Errol don't got.
You know why I hold certain things against AB? Because AB was talented enough to have an O on his record and fight the fights. Like, to be real honest with you, if Adrian Broner wanted to save his career, he would have stopped Marcos Maidana in the 11th round. Maidana said, yo, Floyd never hit me that hard. Let me tell you something. Maidana said the hardest he ever was hit was by Adrian Broner. Broner was a head case. And if Broner, for how talented Adrian Broner is, because everyone say this, it's a running joke in boxing, but for real, a focused Adrian Broner is better than a lot of these dudes, B. He does a lot of things in the ring. That's pretty good.
Look at this real quick. Hold on, look at this real quick, right? Seeing this earlier. So, I mean, so much pressure being applied, especially with Blair Cobb.
That just made me laugh, bro. My bad.
Yeah, Virgil Hill, saying what he said. I mean, Randall said, put pressure on Errol. I mean, not pro Errol Spence. Boxing sites putting pressure on him and said Derrick James Spence never said he wouldn't fight Terence Crawford. So now they got to be on the defensive fighter. Now I'm glad that people starting to see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not just, because for Terence Crawford, he said Earl has been saying he wants to be undisputed. So what does that mean? He's got to fight the guy with the title. If he wants to be undisputed, he's got to fight the guy. The guy never said he's not going to fight, but he's never said he's going to fight. And now people taking this clip on Instagram.
And CJ, he's never said he wanted to fight him either. He never said he didn't want to fight him, and he never said that he didn't want to fight him. Remember his press conference with Ugas, even though it's not wise for him to look past Ugas, when they asked him about Terence Crawford, he said, we'll see.
They saying that Jaime and Charlo gonna be on June 18th. So that's why Tank, obviously moved out of there. So shout out to Barbara for that. But now I'm gonna mute y'all. Now they taking this clip and people saying Earl said, well, I'm gonna mute y'all, but people saying they saying that this is why Earl is basically taking they saying Earl is admitting in this clip that he the reason the fight didn't have with Terence Crawford. But we all heard it, but here y'all go. I play it again. Somebody just sent it to me. Hold on.
It definitely needs to happen. I mean, we'll see after this fight. To my fault, it's something that, I'm not going to talk about to the public and stuff like that. And things that, I need this, well, he need to do this, he need to do that, For me, boxers have, we got egos too, somebody telling me I need to do something, or I need to do this, or he telling me I need to do this, I need to do that, that just, plays into it. So not the fight not having plays into it. So I just feel like, you just need to have them behind closed doors and, something that our team can talk about and, hopefully the fight can be made. So, I definitely think, it's very promising, especially, with me snatching this little belt from Ugas. So we'll see.
So hold on real quick. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
So, I mean, it's my fault, my own. At the end of the day, now you wanted to talk about it publicly. A lot of the times, a lot of people saying, "Oh, he admitted." Now people starting to kind of like turn on him and stuff of that nature. But shit, we 3 or 4 years too late.
Good fellow. So CJ, I gotta ask you this though. Don't you think those comments can also be in response to what Jermall Charlo was talking in a drunken stupor with Brian Custer, and remarks to say,
yeah. I mean, I agree with that. Like he's saying, like you can take a better contract. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I don't think it's our job to say who should take what and what. But
yeah, but especially a dude who's never been. Yo, you gotta remember, Jermall Charlo's been unified in one division. Terence Crawford's been unified in two divisions. I think wasn't he unified at lightweight?
No, he just had the ring belt.
No, I could have sworn he beat Ricky Burns at lightweight, right? Let me look it up.
WBO.
He did.
WBO.
He beat he had the WBO lightweight belt, right?
Yeah, that's the one belt he had at 150, other than the ring belt.
Let me look at it. I'm looking at his resume right now.
Go ahead.
Hey, CJ. Here's the thing.
So
Chris was talking.
My bad, bro. You could say you talk. I'm about to mute myself.
You was mentioning. Chris had mentioned how a focused AB. How he wasn't focused, but when he was focused, how good he was. Let's apply that same reasoning to Spence, because Errol Spence fought 13 times in 2013. Okay, but here's the thing: the drinking. You best believe that Al Heyman probably has known about how the kind of drinking problem that man has, and
well, they said he smoked weed in the amateurs allegedly. So I mean, I really don't think that's the issue, bro. I think a lot of fighters drink.
What I'm getting at is this here. Here you got on the other side Crawford, who's disciplined in and outside of the ring, right? And Spence is a drinker, and
not only that, his other activities outside the ring. Yeah, that may not hurt you against guys like Ocampo and some guys that he could, beat Lamont Peterson, those kind of guys. But Al Heyman, everybody was talking about how much of an astute businessman he is. He probably saw it, and then there's some people who probably said, "Look,
he's damaged goods, so at the end of the day, we have to monitor him."
Even before that, they probably looked at Spence and they said,
they look at the other side, and they look at Spence, and he's like Spence gonna have to stop.
Even with all of that,
we don't know that he can. We don't think he can beat him. And I think too, the drinking and then the gangbang. Well, not the gangbang. His other act.
The kissing dudes on the face, bro. That's one of the reasons. That's the biggest reason why his career is messed up, bro. Come on,
I would say that, but he's joking. But at the end of the day, bro, the biggest reason his career is messed up is because Al Heyman don't know what he's doing.
I agree there too, but I'm also saying
all the drinking. Frankie Randall, Floyd Mayweather said Frankie Randall was a drunk, but he still whooped on Chavez and should have whooped on him twice.
Mm-hmm.
So the drinking, I don't think matters, bro. And there's some other fighters that was on crack cocaine. I'm not gonna say,
but you have to understand this, CJ. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let Metro finish. But this is my interjection about that. Alcohol may or may not be a deterrent in fighting, but that's in the individual basis. So at the end of the day, we don't know how the alcohol is affecting Errol Spence. Frankie Redley,
but we do know Al Heyman don't know what he's doing. We know that for a fact.
You can talk, Metro.
Yeah. But hold on. But for a fact, we don't know what the alcohol did or didn't do if somebody was chasing him. We know for a fact Al Heyman ain't did another Floyd Mayweather. What Jay-Z tell Dame Dash and them? Build another Jay-Z. Has he built another Jay-Z since then?
Right.
Who was Al Heyman advised under PBC that's really popping like that? And Wilder was a mistake.
I agree with you.
Wilder was a mistake, bro.
I still say this. Spence, that extracurricular activity, and the man had a car accident. He's come back, so forth and so on. And on top of that, I think Al Heyman.
Yeah, he don't know what he's doing, but I think Al Heyman don't believe that he can beat Crawford either. And I think that for a long time, and I still say we're hearing prior to the pressure being applied, we were hearing two things. We was hearing Al Heyman's voice about 80-20, 70-30, and Spence went along with it because it allowed Spence to be himself and not say, and it look into his fan base. Oh yeah, Errol the A side, Errol the A side. When the bottom line is, Al probably looking at him like,
if I let you go, if we make this fight,
you may never be the same ever again.
You ain't gonna be. If I make 2 fights with that man, put you in there with him twice,
my business is gonna suffer.
Your business was already on ice when he kept messing up, bro.
I agree,
my whole thing is like, show me where you have replicated anywhere other than the star. And then Deontay Wilder took food off his plate with the zone deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, where have you done this again? And Deontay Wilder is the only case of remotely where have they done that again. Why am I trusting you? I'm making money. The Charlo's over 30. He over 30. What type of commercial appeal do they have, bro?
They don't, and that's the thing. We also understand that as astute as people want to say Al Heyman is basically
astute enough to make enough money for him and give them whatever crumbs they got, and they're not, and those guys say that they're happy,
because he's helping them get, set up for the after boxing. But like Chris was saying a day ago, when you look at the fiduciary responsibility a promoter has to a boxer, we all can agree that the fiduciary responsibility that Al Heyman has failed in that responsibility when you got Charlo at 160, and he only had one or two paydays at $1 million, man. And Spence Spence is probably saying, and then on top of it, think about this: Errol Spence just had a birthday, March the 3rd. He probably looking around and saying, all right, this roadmap that you got for me, at the end of it, the pot of gold is supposed to be a payday, but a beat down by Canelo. Do I really want this?
But no, it's not even just that, bro. Like, bro, these are stepping stones towards Canelo. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Terence Crawford, Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Like, Danny Garcia thought he was going to blow up after beating Lucas Matisse. He didn't. That's a small stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Zab Judah, Baldomir, Arturo.
He should have, though, after the Matisse fight, because a lot of people, I was high on Matisse around that time. I thought Matisse was going to lay boy.
You look like one of the people that took your money. Thank you. You look like one of the people I took your money. Shout out to Danny for giving me pay. I always love you for that, Danny. I believed in you the day they said you were scared after he iced. Who was that? Lamont Peterson when that picture came up?
Yeah, with that left hook and iced him.
But then my thing is this: he's never put in the biggest fights that he put on in PBC history. And Floyd Mayweather, outside of that he's put on in PBC history, has been with other top ranked fighters in Tyson Fury or Frank Warren, Queensberry Promotion, and Manny Pacquiao. He's not even done what Bob Arum had done, which is build multiple fighters up to climax for a big fight. You know what I'm saying? To build two fighters up and put them on the same, like he was going to put Cotto and Mayweather eventually. If they stayed on top rank, they eventually would have clashed. And he hasn't done that, bro.
CJ.
High risk, low reward. That's what
that's Al Heyman.
But Bob Arum will make that shit happen between these two fighters.
CJ.
We know that. But
go ahead, Kobe. Go ahead.
CJ, look, prime example. What prospects has Al Heyman signed recently?
None.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Arum signed them all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, he got 200, 300 fighters. Like, how can you, man? Like I said before, where's the trajectory of two? Like Keith and Errol was supposed to be on the trajectory to have a big fight. And it was supposed to be a mega fight, and they over 30, bro. This shit should have happened at least when Errol Spence was 28, 29, 27, 26 years old.
You have to understand this. Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns fought at 25 and 22, bro. That's the first time they fought. So, bro.
Yeah, and he fought with Benitez and Duran and lost in one. So where's the trajectory? Like who is the other fight? Like Jer Hurd and Charlo should have fought. These were supposed to be like stepping stones towards big fights. So let me engage with the chat real quick. Fotex to Louis said, "What's up, Kobe?" Too. He said,
He said Jay Miller, Cobb is definitely clout chasing the same career. He needs to direct energy towards Oscar for stalling. Well, it wasn't Oscar. He said stall his career. He said it was the promoters in Philly that shut his career out. He also said that he also in his 30s, so of course he desperate. Deshaun Watson acquitted. Tua acquitted to quit out to Deshaun Watson.
Yo, bro, Deshaun Watson was on some wild stuff, man.
Okay. Let's leave that alone. K. Blair Cobb.
He was wild, B. I don't know what's going with your man, B.
Okay, man. Okay. Can't let you go left. Can't take Blair Cobb serious. Dude is more entertaining than a boxer, a real clown. Well, that's what boxing need is people be entertaining. I don't worry what he was a clown for saying. He said, "What's up, Kobe?" Folks says, "Don't worry, Blair Cobb. Once Boots get strapped, he will make your butt a tune-up showcase because he asking to get thrashed. I mean, what if you go in there and do a good job? The pressure." Spence been ducking even before the accident. Okay, Jimmy Johnson, Luke, and that roast beef sandwich from Jimmy Johnson, that's my favorite, bro. Dame put on Kanye. Kanye bigger artist now. Yup. He said, "Didn't PBC acknowledge? Didn't PBC stop announcing WBO? They started."
I gotta ask you a question about Dame Dash. Why do people think he's thorough, bro? He's the reason why Beanie Siegel had tax evasion and he had to do a year and a day in jail.
Okay, happy B-Day weekend, CJ. Appreciate it for our players. But I mean, it is what it is, bro.
He stole $11 million from Beanie.
I'm not gonna get into that, but. He also, Benny Siegel also the reason Justin Blaze got put on because Dame Dash was trying to throw that beat in the trash and Beans said, "Hold on, nigga, what you doing?" Beans one of my favorite rappers of all. He's definitely in my top favorite 30 of all time.
There's plenty of times Beans smoked Jay on the track and people.
Plenty is an understatement, but plenty.
Bad. He used to do Jay bad on tracks, B.
That's why Jay used to cut. That's why Jay used to cut his verses short.
Yeah,
like on ignorant shit. He's really about to turn up on Jay on ignorant shit, bro.
Badly. Yo, once again, it's on. Siegel hard like corn liquor. I take you out this earth like you was born, nigga. Just make it bust it.
They count down. 3. How that joint go? He was acting up on that when he opened up. Oh, he smokes him and Scarface on Guess Who Back.
Guess who's he smoked Jay Edge face though. But where he really got Jay badly on was a Raw and Uncut B off of The Truth. He did Jay bad on that song.
Compared to your man's Beans, you whack. And your man's make you stab on and make you take the blame. Yeah, that nigga man Beans, man. Yeah, Beans and Redman, two most underrated MCs. I got some questions I answer. They my two most underrated MCs of all time, bro.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Muddy Waters and all types of shit. Remember the Blackout 2000 that Bearman had? That was my shit.
Yup.
Redman.
I saw Kobe. On Instagram put up "You" by Method Man and Redman. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I love Meth. Meth is super duper nice, but Redman always out raps Meth effortlessly.
Man, but that is what it is. You gotta, that's like being in Wu-Tang. Any of them niggas can Capadonna, you was out rapping niggas like that can happen when you got high level.
Well, yeah, but like Winter Wars though, like that was a disparity. Yeah, that was a disparity that bro, people don't get out rapped like that. The only other time I ever heard someone get comprehensively out rapped on their own song was MOP and Cool G Rap on Stick to Your Guns, because Cool G Rap didn't have to do MOP like that at all. Like
that's different. That man, them niggas, man, Cool G Rap is a legend, what? Bro. That's like Queen's #1 rapper, bro.
Yo, that dude, what?
What Coogee said, there be 3 niggas clapping, but we in applauding you motherfuckers. It's like, okay, bro.
But you gotta chill. Bro, you gotta think about it. He's a legend, though, bro. So I mean,
bro, he out rap Nas, Mobb Deep, like bro. He's been doing this for years.
He's like the best out of Queens, bro. He's definitely the best.
That's my favorite rapper of all time, bro. Coogee Rap's my favorite rapper of all time.
He said, y'all remember he just got out of jail, bro. That white Mike Tyson guy just got out of jail. He's making a comeback, I believe.
Halftime deal, B.
He said Tash of was it
Alcoholics? Yeah, he's nice though, but he ain't G-Rap though. He ain't G-Rap.
No. He's always talking about no style was modeled after Redman. Yeah, he always shout out Redman. It is. It is, bro. Like Queens, bro. Like people think Brooklyn just blow Queens out. I like Queens better, bro. No offense to Brooklyn, but Queens.
Yeah, bro. I was born in Brooklyn, but I man, it's like who's better, Kool G Rap or Big Daddy Kane? You don't. There's no wrong answer.
I mean, some people favor Kool G, some people favor Big Daddy. I mean, you got Fab out of Brooklyn. I mean,
you got Biggie, of course. You got Jay.
Mount Vernon got some good rappers too. I mean, that's where Puff comes from.
You got CL Smooth. You got Heavy D.
Always earning Mount Vernon. Shout out to Groovy Lou.
Hey, look, Take You There. That's my Saturday morning song,
bro. Of course, Pete Rock. But like, you know who doesn't get enough credit for putting Mount Vernon on, and who doesn't get remembered like they're supposed to? Heavy D, Dwight Myers, B. Heavy D. That one of the best producers, one of the best MCs. Like a lot of people see him as an overweight lover and a lot of gimmicky rap, but man, that dude can rap his ass off.
You forgot he was a New Jersey Drive.
Man.
CJ told me that he was jealous because he wanted to dance like Heavy D, but he just didn't have the rhythm to do.
Man, get out of here, man.
But I ain't gonna hold you. Hev was a smoother version of Biggie, bro. Like what Biggie really wanted to be. Hev was that.
They said that Puff told when Big had when he was trying to do like the whole mafioso thing and talk to the ladies, it was Heavy D who he told to be more like. So.
Yeah. Of course, because I ain't gonna hold you. Without Andre Harrell, the 90s would not be what it was in the East Coast.
We found love,
I ain't gonna hold you because people don't give Andre Harrell, Ron Lawrence, Derek D. Angeletti the credit that they truly deserve because hey, P. Diddy, he's out in front and everything. He's that guy, but without Andre Harrell,
Andre Harrell had a damn song himself. Like
Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, of course. But I'm telling you, bro, New Jack Swing. Like I'm telling you, the '90s would not be the same. We would not have fond memories like that on the East Coast mainstream hip hop without Andre Harrell, man. So I can talk hip hop all day, man. I'm telling you.
He said Chubb Rock was that dude. Treat me right.
Yep, of course.
G-Rap is the most consistent rapper in history. What's that joint he got with Nas, living the fast life?
Player, what's good, bro?
Well, no, he's a great verse. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all though, man.
Also,